She's made it quite satisfactory, I suppose. You won't leave her now.
I can find another place. It is not so difficult.
Not so difficult if you know where to go.
Ah, that is it.
Yeah. On this card. Go to that address and don't let anyone see it.
Mr.
Quiet, someone might hear you. Go get that address in the morning.
Well, don't waste time, you fool. Tell him that's Mr. Sidney Prince. Esquire.
Yes, sir. I beg your pardon. I will announce you immediately.
You're not covering yourselves, I trust.
It does look a little like it.
I knew you was on some lemonade squatting down in this place for over a year, but I never could seem to get a line on you. What do we get here? It's not 50,000 in used pound notes for you, any chance?
Sorry to disappoint you, but it isn't.
That's too bad. Papers?
Yes.
Now here. Before we start to go on, however, what's the general surroundings?
Oh, what's the good in wasting time on that?
If I'm in this, I'm in it, ain't I? And I thought I know what I'm in.
Why don't you tell us, Jimmy?
If anything happens, I'll hand it to the office not to look out for.
You know we've been working the continent, pleasure places and all that.
So I heard.
It was over there, at Hamburg in Bohemia. We came across a young girl who was having some trouble. Sister just died, no parents. Madge took home and found that a sister of hers was having a love affair with a foreign gentleman of exceedingly high rank.
A foreign gentleman?
That's what it was.
How much was there to it?
Promise of marriage.
Well, of course.
Yes, and her heart with it. I don't know what it was she expected. Anyway, she did expect more. She and her child died together.
Oh, dead?
Yes, but the case isn't. There's evidence, letters, photographs, jewelry with inscriptions that he gave to her. The sister's been keeping them. We've been keeping the sister. You see?
And what's her little game?
To get even.
And your little game?
Whatever there isn't.
These papers and things. What would you want a little something?
I tell you, it wouldn't be safe for him to marry until he got them out of the way. He knows this very well. What's more, the family knows it.
Oh, family. Rich, I take it. Mm.
Rich isn't quite the word. There's something else.
My God, royalty itself, eh? Which one of them?
But I can't tell you that.
Well, we are moving among the swells now, ain't we? But this here girl, the sister of the one that died, how did you manage to get her into it?
Oh, well, I picked her up, of course, and consoled her, and invited her to stay with me in my house in London. But Jimmy came along and took a hold of this place, and when I showed up a week later, it was all ready. The proper desk safe for the letters and the jewelry.
Yes, combination locked and all. Everything worked smooth until a couple of weeks ago when we began to hear from a firm of London solicitors. Some veiled proposals were made, which showed that the time was near. They wanted to get the things out of the way. Suddenly all negotiations on their side stopped. The next thing for me to do was to threaten. I wanted the letters for this, but when I went to get them, I found that in some way the girl had managed to change the lock. The telling you, it's in there and she juggled the lock.
Well, it won't take long to rectify that trifling error. What puzzles me is why the solicitors will go for their offers that way.
Well, that's simple enough. They've given it up themselves and got in Sherlock Holmes.
What's that? Is Holmes in this?
That's what they told me.
Yes, but what can he do, Sid?
Yeah, don't say I'm talking about that. I'll get the safe open, you send the telegram. That's all I want. Where's the nearest telegraph office?
Round the corner.
Run for it. Mind what I say, run for it. That's the Alf Bassett. Professor Moriarty is confidential. Moriarty is king of London, and he runs everything what's shady. And Holmes has been setting lines on it out for months, and he didn't know it. Now he's beginning to find out that Holmes is tracking him down. And there's the devil to pay.
What are you telling me?
Well, nothing whatever, except I got a job on, as I wants to see him about in the morning. Read it yourself, but don't take all night over it. You can't tell what might happen.
Go on, Jimmy.
Keep your eyes open.
Don't worry. I've heard of this Professor Moriarty. What does he do?
I'll tell you one thing he does. He's the emperor. He sits it on quiet and easy and runs nearly every big operation that's on. All the clever boys are under him one way or another, and he holds them in his hands without moving a muscle. And if there's a slip, when the police get wind of it, there ain't never any hold on them. They can't touch them. And what's more, they wouldn't want to if they could.
And why not?
Because they fought, right? And the man as did try it was found shortly after. Floating in the river. That is, if there was found at all. And now the man's got by Moriarty, a street that's safe.
Oh, you got it, Sid.
Oh yeah, but I'll be there soon. Whenever I am now.
What's it? How goes it?
So.
Now, about this Professor Moriarty.
That's good.
It's all right, Jimmy. It's the proper thing to do.
Gone? She's taken him out!
What do you mean?
The girl!
Oh, she's got them.
She wants to get even, you say.
Oh, yes, yes.
Well then, ain't it quite likely, if she's got the things out of the safe there, that she's already setting one on with the girl that is Royal Highness wants to marry?
No, she hasn't had the chance.
She couldn't have taken this out of this room. We watched her too close for that. Jim, wait, I'll get her down. She'll tell us where they are, strangle for it. Wait here. When I get her down, don't give her time to think.
What's he gonna do?
Well, we've got to get it out of her, or the whole 2 years' work is wasted. So, there's only one thing he can do.
No!
Look here, why not so much fancy this sort of thing? Torture and that.
Don't worry. We'll attend to it.
Well, I suppose there are more ways to kill a cat than drowning it in flame. You've got your officer on what that is?
For 2?
No! Now tell her what we want.
You didn't tell me. I know well enough.
Oh, no, dear. You don't know. It isn't about locks or keys or numbers this time. We want to know what you've done with it, do you hear? We want to know what you've done with it!
You will not know from me.
Don't you tell us what you've done with that package before you leave this room tonight?
Not if you kill me.
It's not the killing that's going to do it. It's something else.
Tell us where it is. Tell us that he'll stop. Where is it?
Where is it? I'll give you a tonic. Let me take it out. Where is it?
Jimmy, be careful.
Just tell me to be careful, please. Here, don't go to that door. See who it is.
Tall, slim man, long coat, pale face, and carries an ebony cane.
Sherlock Holmes, he's here!
We won't answer the bell.
No, that man, he's got hypernatural powers. He knows what the rats are thinking in the cellars.
Nonsense.
Point the girl, get him away quick!
Well, we have to answer the bell.
It's your only help.
Take her up the back stairway.
She's too
If he's got no things in spite of us, I'll give you 2 sharp whistles. If you don't hear it, let him pass.
But if I do hear the 2 whistles,
Let him have it. Go on, answer the bell. Mr. Holmes, I believe.
Yes.
Who did you wish to see, Mr. Holmes?
Oh, thank you so much. I sent my card by the butler.
Ah, very well.
Miss Faulkner begs Mr. Holmes to excuse her. She's not well enough to see anyone this evening. How does Miss Faulkner this and say that?
I beg your pardon, Mr. Holmes, but it's quite useless, really.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear it.
I regret to inform you that Miss Faulkner is quite an invalid. She is unable to see anyone. Her health is so poor.
Did it ever occur to you that she might be confined to the house too much?
How does this concern you?
It doesn't. I merely made the suggestion. That's all. Go on, take it up.
Of course, you can take up your card or note or whatever it is if you wish it so much. I was only trying to save you the trouble.
Thanks. Hardly any trouble at all to send a card.
You know, Mr. Holmes, you interest me very much.
Ah,
Upon my word, yes. We've all heard of your wonderful methods, your marvelous insight, your ingenuity at picking up and following clues, and the astonishing manner in which you gain information from the most trifling details. I dare say, in this brief moment or two, you've discovered any number of things about me.
oh, nothing of consequence, Mr. Chetwood. I've scarcely more than asked myself why you rushed off and sent that telegram in such a frightened hurry. What possible excuse you could have had for gulping down that tumbler of raw brandy at the Lion Head on your way back. Why your friend left so suddenly by the terrace window, and what there could possibly be about the safe in the lower part of that desk to cause you such painful anxiety.
Very good. Very good indeed. If these things were only true right now, I would be wonderfully impressed. You'll excuse me, I trust. It's from, Miss Faulkner. Well, really, she begs to be allowed to see Mr. Holmes. She absolutely implores it. Well, I suppose I shall have to give way. Judson,
Sir?
ask Miss Faulkner to come down to the drawing room. Tell her Mr. Holmes is waiting to see her.
Yes, sir.
This is quite remarkable, upon my soul. May I ask, if it isn't an impertinent question, what message you sent up that could have so aroused Miss Faulkner's desire to come down?
Merely that if she wasn't down in 5 minutes, I'd go up.
That was it.
Quite so. And unless I'm much mistaken, I hear the young lady upon the stairs. In which case, she has 1.5 minutes to spare.
Alice, that is Miss Faulkner. Let me introduce Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
Miss Faulkner.
Mr. Holmes, I'm most charmed to make your acquaintance and was most anxious to come down, only my doctor's forbidden my seeing anyone. But when Cousin Freddie said that I might come down, well, naturally that places all of the responsibility on you.
I thank you very much indeed for consenting to see me, Miss Faulkner. But I regret that you were put to the trouble of making such a very rapid change of dress.
Oh, not at all, Mr. Holmes. For you see, during the day, I'm allowed to